Good morning, and welcome back to Daily Dhamma, a letter to our children. Today is April 26th, and our reading is Frustration. What surprises one when listening to the frustrated as they decry the present and all its works is the enormous joy they derive from doing so. And that's from Hoffer, The True Believer, Thoughts on the Nature of Mass Movements. Hoffer saw frustration as a driving force in mass movements, with the inordinately selfish and the new poor being particularly susceptible, since their loss is so poignant. Living in the past is self-indulgent scab picking. Living in the future is magical thinking. Both delusional states encourage the bottle feeding of resentments. We must learn to love what we have, not envy what we have not. Boy, that's a mouthful. We need to be careful ourselves about that. It's easy to get lost in nostalgia for the past and in the good old days and during the golden era and when everything was just wonderful. But the fact is that conditions in life arise and they disband. They disband and they arise, sometimes real savage like. And we have to be careful that we're living in the now. This is the world we're living in right now, not some imaginary time off in the past or some golden future that nobody's ever seen before. As far as bottle feeding resentments goes, anybody who's had any connection with an addict of any sort will be able to tell you about that. But it's not necessary that someone be addicted to stuff in order to be unreasonably resentful. And a lot of that arises from frustration. Dysfunction is part of the human condition. Unfortunately, government is how we implement those ideas at scale. So when we've got bad ideas and we blow them up into national policy, sometimes you could be forgiven for thinking that the powers that be do that on purpose so that they can maximize the amount of frustration, anger, rage, and inchoate nonsense that we see in the public square. It'd be pretty good to keep in mind that Buddhism, Stoicism, Taoism, there are a lot of different ways of looking at the world which do not lend themselves to mass movements. They're all about introspection, controlling our own behavior, and doing the next right thing. It's not about controlling the schmucks in the neighborhood, it's about controlling our own selves. I'd settle for controlling the schmucks in my head. That'd be a good start. It is embarrassing to sometimes fall so obviously short of our ideals, and it's usually a fit of anger. It's just a flash, a flare of, oh, how dare you? Who do you think you are? Kind of thing. And as it's no sooner out of our mouths than we regret it. You know, we don't mean to be like that. We just are sometimes. And frustration is the driving force behind all of that. So, do the propagandists and the manipulators and the spy folks and the wag the dog crew, are they aware of how powerful frustration is? You betcha they are. So happy trails to you until we meet again.